So here's one of the best ways to deal with stress and overwhelm as an entrepreneur, in my opinion, because it's almost impossible to avoid, especially when you're building a business and you have things that you need to do and you have issues that come up and all of those things. So one of the best ways to deal with it is there's an instinct when it's happening, like when you feel stressed or overwhelmed or anxious, to want to push it away, to want to say like, oh, there's something wrong. I've got to stop this. I've got to stop feeling this bad feeling. When really you will do a well better service to your nervous system and to generally how you handle your capacity for stress and overwhelm if you allow yourself to feel it instead, to sit in it. Now, it sounds scary and uncomfortable, and it is, but the thing is, once you do it, it's so fast and it's over, and then it's over. If you allow yourself to sit in it, when you feel those feelings come up, you have a thought. Obviously, we've all got a variety of things probably that trigger us and make us feel stressed and overwhelmed, right? Based on what's going on in our lives. So when that happens, you listen to the thoughts in your head, and then you say, actually, I'm going to feel it. Like, I'm going to purposefully bring it in. I'm going to keep it with me. Now, the trick is you have to be able to feel it without letting the stories make it worse. Like, because your brain will naturally start telling you stories about the stress and the overwhelm, which ends up spiraling you more, right? So it'll say something like let's say you're stressed out about this client that hasn't paid, and your brain will start to say, the client hasn't paid, you're not going to get this money, you're never going to get this money, you need this money. If you don't get it, you'll never get any money again. And if you don't get it, you won't be able to do this thing or that thing. So your brain starts to go on this spiral tangent, basically, of stories and assumptions and thoughts that ultimately are feeding the stress and anxiety and overwhelm. So when that starts to happen, you just stop yourself, and the method is you feel it. You feel the feeling that you're feeling, but you have to stop the story. So you don't and this is where meditation really helps. I've been meditating since for a lot of my life, but specifically basically every day since the beginning of the year. And that's where the meditation really helps, because it allows you to practice releasing thoughts, practice not attaching meaning to every single thing that you think, and to be able to gain a little bit of perspective, to step away for a minute and say, are these things even true? Should I even be thinking them? Do I need to be thinking about them? Any of that stuff, right? So as you're in the feeling, you just listen to the stories instead of identifying with them. Instead of saying this is 100% true and this is 100% going to happen, you just allow yourself to feel stressed and anxious, and you just listen to the thoughts in your head. Once you do that, you will the term is neutralize. You'll neutralize the pressure and the stress and the anxiety. And you can then start to replace the stories with other ones that are more empowering, that feel better, that feel more like you can do it, that feel more in line with the person you want to be, feel more in line with the things that you want to do. That is, and then as things go on, those things that used to stress you out and trigger you will trigger you way less. They'll stress you out way less. Your capacity to handle the overwhelm will be way less. Of course, life is always going to happen. That's why this is a practice for life, to practice to allow yourself this space and allow yourself to then ultimately just feel better on a day-to-day basis. So hopefully this helped. See you in another one.